All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and our home team. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and our home team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Know your job.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 25.
Set, go. Ready.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
22 jump, get it!
Looking to throw on second down. Tanner, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready!
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6.
Tight end's right. Alert! 3 down.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, go!
Operating from the gun, Tanner. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
50, Mike, 50. Pick me up. Here we go. 49. Check.
Topper, 5.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively,
Lock it.
got to continue to focus on not giving up the big ball when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Slam.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now.
And to give this time to the tailback.
It's run.
Oh, what a juke into space. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
57's the mic. 57.
Hey, exit.
Get that. Hit it.
On first down, Tanner flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Boom.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Slam, slam.
Pilot, get it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Here we go, here we go.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Ready, rep, shoot.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set up, 8, read.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Check 24. Check 24.
Cut up.
A give, Singletary right side.
Run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Come on,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
60 Pittsburgh.
I'm here all day. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight
Cut
end.
up. Set go.
To throw on 3rd down. Tracy. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warmed up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
X3, 218, chopper.
Deuce. Check.
Now.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Check.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 41. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, It's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Derrick Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
Avoids the turnover. On second down, it's Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Okay, ready?
And it should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Matchbox lights.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Let's go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Hey, defense, let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, Tracy. His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Toronto, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Look at me. Door, 5.
They're trying to run this one in, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
Ready up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 46 yards on the ground. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
50, plant.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Go.
Brings up
50
2nd
seconds
and
to
10.
Mike. 50 seconds.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Tanner,
ain't
it
going
completes it
nowhere.
to Hunter. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Right there.
We
When
go.
you're playing a quarterback with some
91.
experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Ready?
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Check tight. Check tight.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
They'll run here with Singletary.
Come on, come on.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Set.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Sit up.
They will run with Singletary. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's easy work.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, orbit. Go.
From the gun, Tanner. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Hey, Charlie. Hey.
On first down, Singletary. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Coming. Go.
Over the middle, complete. That's Stanley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Out.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's it. Big hit.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We get down to position, we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll rifle this one deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. picked off at the 36. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run on first down. Singletary.
I'm all over you.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
Come on, set.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Clear. Go.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Devin Singletary as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Vikings 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings
50,
now to start their next drive.
61,
We're under 20
matchbox,
seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Mike's 49.
Protein spill. A alpha. Go.
Throwing on first down. Tracy. This will be caught inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out
A
the field,
chance
defense.
now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
On the ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I don't think you got it, son.
Ready.
Henry out of the pistol.
You ain't got the key to this one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Henry, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Tracy. And that will be incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their off.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Pull it high. Buzz, buzz.
On 1st down, Singletary. As Singletary has it stripped, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Right back to him on 1st down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
18, Gator.
Off play action. Tracy. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to regain the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Now a run with Singletary.
We ain't giving up nothing.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Ready?
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Going to throw right side here, complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set.
Here are the Vikings
70,
now to start
80.
their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They've done a good job on these receivers. Pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going. You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
On the set.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Tracy. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
They can't stop you,
A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
It wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Tanner. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Lead grip.
A first down carry for Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Safe, safe, safe. Check 3, check 3, check.
Hard, hard. Lightning. Snap.
Again, it's Henry. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ready.
On 4th down, Tracy. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, seam 6. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Tanner, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On the double.
Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
All
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Spell.
Three down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Looking to throw. Tracy. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Back to throw. Tracy escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
60 outlaw, 6-6, bullet high. Hey, Haywood, hit it.
Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here we go.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Get it.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
General West.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Looking to throw. Tanner got his man complete over the middle. That's Stanley.
Let's go.
Come on,
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Operating from the gun. Tanner got a man on the right sideline. It's Romero. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, Tanner And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
On second down now. Kilgore. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Oh, yeah!
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On the ready.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, zoom. Now.
Back to throw. Tanner. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looking to throw. Tanner got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 19 yards away, and the Bears cut into that lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Set. 8, read.
49.
X3. 218, chop. Ready.
Now they try the right side here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
57.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know, you just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
60 Pittsburgh.
3rd and 12.
To throw on 3rd down, Tanner. Complete. It's Stanley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Bears first down.
6-6, bullet high. 5.
On 1st and 10, Tanner. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Elliott Good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
We got one.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set, ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
132 fighter.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Yep.
All set.
Get it.
On third down, Singletary. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Kill.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be out this game.
Singletary, they'll run for it.
I got him.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Bears 21.